This is going to be a two-part video. The first one is just going to walk you through the process and help you prepare for the Tarpana Ancestral Healing. And then the second one is actually demonstrating how to do it. Hi, my name is Brenda, and I'm going to demonstrate Tarpana. I'm actually kind of expanding it into Ancestral Healing. So some of the things you're going to hear are going to sound a little different than the recording about the Tarpana. But what I'll do is I'll go through step by step from how we go through connecting with nature, preparing the altar, doing a grounding exercise, and doing an energetic boundary that protects us, and also our well ancestors and guides that we're calling in. And then we'll go through some of the different options of how you want to stay open and with the intent of healing the lineage on a positive level. So I'll go through those details and we'll go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'd like you to do is to actually go outside, put your feet in the grass, stand out there and listen to nature, or take a walk. If you have a beach that's nearby, walk along the beach and just kind of feel the environment, feel the energy from the earth, and just kind of calmly and mindfully tune in. Once you do that, it doesn't matter what amount of time once you do that, just come back inside to your home, and then you're going to prep your altar. And some of the main things, I know some people have established altars. I actually have a portable one, and it's just a box that has all the different things that I use. And I'll tell you about the fig leaf that's in there. But the things, what I do is I have a wooden tray that has like a serving area, and you want to use natural things like the pottery. I have the rice in there already. I have the milk, which I'm going to pour in there. And I also have I have white sesame seeds, so I'm going to use those. And I do recommend, you don't have to do this, but water, any kind of water. I use Lourdes water. You can always use holy water. You can make your own by putting any kind of water out in the sunshine for 6 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually combine these things. I'm going to show you. Okay, so I've got the rice and I've got the milk, and I'm just going to pour that in there. I'm going to sprinkle some of the sesame seeds in there. And I'm going to put this back down here because I want to put a little bit of the water. And then I'm just putting that Lourdes water in there, just a little dab. Okay, and this is going to be my food offering that I'm going to be doing. And that's for nourishing any of the ancestors that come forth. And it's also to kind of aid them in feeling nourished so that they no longer have any negative connections or addictions or cravings. This is to satisfy. There's a couple other things you may want to add to prepare. You could have a notebook so that if something comes to you and you want to write it down, you can write it down because you're kind of consciously going through this process on a higher consciousness level. The other option is you can use a phone app and just with a recorder and record, but say everything out loud so that you have that information to refer back to. As far as the timing for doing this practice, new moons are the best time. September is the best month. You can actually do these things at any time, and also facing south is key with this. And the reason is it's a natural way of facing the energies in front of you, and it's non-confrontational. You want to go ahead and light your candle, and you can use any type. There's nothing special on that. I'm going to do a grounding technique, and you can either use this one or you can do one that you normally perform as a practice. I have a grounding stone. This is a petrified wood. This is just something I associate to that I got in 2016 from a gem specialist in Boulder, Colorado. You can also use the mala beads or um, really anything that you associate to whenever you do a practice with grounding. And I'm also, because I know I'm going to be doing something that I need protection and kind of peace, so this is the Lourdes water, and I just tap it on the places that I normally do, forehead, by the heart, and on the back of the neck where we associate to the higher place, our creator. So just take some deep breaths. With the Tarpana, you want to ground yourself fully and completely, root yourself completely into the here and now. And this is really a big part of your boundary, your protection. So I'm going to ground. I'm going to use my thread of life from above and picture it coming down through each spinning balanced chakra from the crown. And you can picture each one coming down when you get to the heart. I want you to stop at the heart. Take a few deep breaths there. And from the silver light, I want you to picture now a golden light around your heart and a white light. And you're going to picture them with each breath expanding. And it's expanding from within yourself, expanding it outward into the universe as far as you want to picture it. And let it pulsate outward, pulsate inward. Once you feel that's expanded, you want to continue through each balanced, energetic chakra down through your feet. And once you get to your feet, you're going to picture it coming out and intertwining, going into the earth and grounding yourself into the earth. I am grounded. I am present. I am protected. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the offering side of this. Um, the one thing is you don't want to use photographs. People that have passed may no longer associate with the body that we know them for. So it's more of tangible items. As you do this, sometimes they're going to tell you, or you're going to ask in the beginning, what you can craft or what they want you to acquire. One of the things that came through for me was a fig leaf. That's what they wanted me to acquire. So I did that and I taped it inside here. And as I do this, the answer to the why, and I already have some idea what it's for, but it'll start coming through to you, the reason for it. Sometimes it's just to connect and to build trust with them. Um, in our family, a lot of us are fishermen, so just a little fishing lure. And as Cate has said, you can use their favorite food, the favorite drink, and it can be something that's common, that you would find in any lineage pretty much going back. You can find something that's kind of more common. And the same thing, even objects, glasses, knitting needles, fabric, art. There's just it's really going to play out what it is, and just stay open to what that's going to be. Use what you feel, what you associate to in the beginning. What we're going to do now is establish our protective sphere, like an egg shape or a cocoon. And we want to establish that so that it's just our well ancestors, our well guides, anything negative, anything heavy, any people that have passed that, let's see, on a scale of 1 to 10 is what we kind of determine the well ancestors. So any that would be in the 1 to 3 category are ones that would be considered toxic, fragmented. Um, they lived a difficult life, had addictions that were very strong. If they would make you feel unsafe if you're around them, if you're not sure, we just kind of leave them in that category there. Any of them that are kind of neutral are between the number 4 and 6, and those are the ones that um, they're just kind of somewhere in between. They're not quite to the well category yet, but they're fine. The ones that are in the 7 to 10 range are the ones that we're actually connecting with and aligning with. And these are the ones that could go back a long ways in our lineage, even to 2,000 years or more. It just depends on where that is. We don't really know. We just stay open to it. But it's the well ones are the ones that we want to work with, because as a collective, we're going to have the intent of healing our lineage, the whole lineage. And whether you're adopted or not, whether you know them or not, it doesn't make a difference. They know the connection with us. So we're just going to stay open that we're connecting with our lineage, and we're connecting with the guides that are going to help us. And that's our whole goal. So the next video is going to be the actual ritual that we're going to go through, and I'll go ahead and get started with that.